In the furthest northern reaches of our magnificent planet, a truly breathtaking spectacle unfolds. It is a silent, ethereal ballet of light known as the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights. Imagine a vast, dark canvas, the night sky itself, suddenly painted with curtains of shimmering, moving color. These lights are not fixed like stars. They flow and ripple across the darkness, a celestial river of greens, pinks, and purples. For centuries, they have captivated humankind, inspiring awe and wonder in all who are fortunate enough to witness this display. It is one of nature's most profound and beautiful performances, a reminder of the powerful forces that shape our world. The appearance of the aurora is a truly magical event. It often begins as a faint, gentle glow on the horizon, almost like a distant dawn. Then slowly, or sometimes quite suddenly, it intensifies. Ribbons of light begin to twist and turn, as if they are dancing to some unheard cosmic music. The most common color we see is a brilliant, ghostly green, which can stretch for hundreds of kilometers across the sky. Sometimes these bands of light are joined by flashes of soft pink or a deep violet along their lower edges. It is a dynamic and ever-changing phenomenon. No two displays are ever exactly the same. This incredible light show is most commonly seen in the regions surrounding the Earth's Arctic Circle. Countries like Norway, Sweden, Finland, Iceland, Canada, Alaska, and parts of Russia are prime locations for this natural theater. Here, during the long, dark winter nights, the conditions are perfect for the lights to reveal themselves in their full glory. The further north one travels, away from the light pollution of cities, the more intense and vivid the experience becomes. It is in these remote, wild places that one can truly appreciate the scale and majesty of the Aurora Borealis, a spectacle that connects us to the very cosmos itself. The main colors we associate with the aurora are a direct result of simple, yet elegant physics. The vibrant green, the most frequently observed hue, is created when charged particles from the sun collide with oxygen atoms high up in our atmosphere, at an altitude of about 100 to 300 kilometers. If these collisions happen even higher, above 300 kilometers, they can produce a much rarer, all-red aurora, a sight that few ever get to see. The beautiful pinks and purples, often seen at the lower edge of the green curtains, are caused by interactions with nitrogen molecules at lower altitudes. It is a beautiful symphony of chemistry and physics, painting the sky with a palette of cosmic colors. To understand this celestial wonder, we must look to our nearest star, the Sun. The Sun is not a quiet, peaceful ball of fire. It is an incredibly active and dynamic body. It constantly sends out a stream of charged particles into space, a phenomenon known as the solar wind. These tiny particles, mostly electrons and protons, journey across the vast expanse of 150 million kilometers that separates the Sun from our Earth. This journey can take several days, but when this solar wind finally reaches our planet, it interacts with the protective shield that surrounds us, our planet's magnetic field. This invisible field is what makes the magic of the aurora possible. The Earth acts like a giant magnet with a north and a south pole. This creates an invisible magnetic field around our planet, which deflects most of the harmful solar wind, protecting life on the surface. However, this field is weakest at the poles. It is here, in the polar regions, that some of the charged particles from the solar wind are funneled down into our upper atmosphere. They are guided by the magnetic field lines towards the north and south magnetic poles. This is why the auroras are concentrated in these Arctic and Antarctic areas, creating what is known as the auroral oval. When these high-energy particles from the sun finally enter our atmosphere, they collide with the gases that make up the air we breathe, primarily oxygen and nitrogen. Think of it like a stream of tiny bullets hitting a vast cloud of atoms. These collisions transfer energy to the gas atoms, causing them to become excited. But this excited state is only temporary. The atoms quickly release this extra energy in the form of tiny flashes of light or photons. It is this process, repeated billions upon billions of times, that creates the glowing dancing lights we see as the Aurora Borealis. The best time to witness this spectacle is during the winter months, from late September to early April. This is because the nights in the polar regions are longest and darkest, providing the perfect black canvas for the lights to shine. The peak viewing hours are typically between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. local time, when the part of Earth you are on is facing away from the sun. Clear, cloudless skies are essential, as clouds can easily obscure the view. Patience is also key. The aurora can be unpredictable, but for those who wait, the reward is an unforgettable vision of nature's artistry. Long before we understood the science, people created powerful stories to explain the mysterious lights in the sky. For the Norse people of Scandinavia, the aurora was believed to be the reflection from the shields and armor of the Valkyries, mythical female figures who decided who would live and who would die in battle. They thought the shimmering lights were the Valkyries riding across the night sky, leading fallen warriors to their final resting place in Valhalla. This connection to the gods and the afterlife gave the lights a deep and sacred meaning, a bridge between the mortal world and the divine. In Finland, a beautiful and charming folktale offers another explanation. The Finnish name for the aurora is revontule, which translates to foxfires. According to legend, the lights were caused by a magical Arctic fox running across the snowy fells. As its large bushy tail swept against the snowdrifts, it sent sparks flying up into the sky, creating the colorful dancing lights. This story paints a whimsical picture, connecting the celestial display to the animals and landscapes of the northern wilderness. It is a tale that speaks of a close relationship between people and the natural world around them. The Inuit people of Greenland and North America had their own unique beliefs about the aurora. They saw the lights as the spirits of their ancestors playing a game in the afterlife. They believed the moving lights were the souls of the dead kicking around the skull of a walrus, like a ball. It was said that if you whistled at the lights, they would come closer to see who was calling them, and it was sometimes considered dangerous to draw their attention. This belief shows a deep respect for the spirits and a view of the aurora as a direct connection to the world beyond. In contrast, not all cultures saw the aurora as a positive or beautiful sign. In some European traditions, the lights, especially the rare red auroras, were seen as a frightening omen. They were believed to foretell war, famine, or plague. The blood-red color was interpreted as a sign of terrible events to come. These varied interpretations from different cultures show how humans have always sought to find meaning in the great mysteries of nature. Whether seen as gods, spirits, or warnings, the northern lights have always held a powerful place in the human imagination, shaping our stories and our understanding of the universe. Today, our fascination with the Aurora Borealis continues, but it is driven by both scientific curiosity and the desire for personal experience. Scientists study the aurora to better understand the complex relationship between the sun and the earth. By observing the lights, they can learn more about the solar wind and how it affects our planet's magnetic field and atmosphere. This field of study, known as space weather, is incredibly important. Strong solar storms that cause intense auroras can also disrupt our technology, affecting satellites, power grids, and communication systems. The aurora acts as a beautiful visual indicator of this powerful space weather. This enduring fascination has also given rise to a significant tourism industry. People from all over the world travel to the remote corners of the Arctic, hoping to catch a glimpse of this natural wonder. Aurora hunting has become a popular adventure, with tourists braving the cold for a chance to witness the lights. This brings important economic benefits to remote northern communities, supporting local guides, hotels, and businesses. For many travelers, seeing the northern lights is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, a spiritual pilgrimage to witness one of the planet's most awe-inspiring phenomena. It is a quest for beauty and a connection to the wild. The quest to capture the aurora has also become a passion for photographers and filmmakers. Advances in camera technology have made it possible to capture the lights in stunning detail, sharing their beauty with a global audience. These breathtaking images and videos allow people who may never travel to the Arctic to experience a sense of its magic. They inspire us, educate us, and remind us of the incredible beauty that exists in the natural world. This visual storytelling helps to foster a greater appreciation for our planet and the delicate systems that make such wonders possible, encouraging us to protect these pristine environments. In the end, whether viewed through the lens of science, mythology, or personal wonder, the Aurora Borealis remains one of Earth's most profound and moving spectacles. It is a reminder that we live on a dynamic and active planet, intricately connected to the wider cosmos. It is a dance of light that bridges the gap between the sun and the earth, between ancient myths and modern science. To see the northern lights is to witness the raw, untamed beauty of our universe. It is a humbling experience that stays with you forever, a silent, colorful symphony that plays out in the grand theater of the northern sky.